Hey guys, Huz here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to another kind of Riot update. We're doing a champion roadmap video. We've not done like a Riot please video or Riot update video for a little while. There have been occasionally like these type of articles, but just nothing piqued my interest. But something that will always pique my interest is champion roadmaps, talking about new champions, updates, etc. So let's get into it. So the first thing I think they are talking about would be Mundo. We can see here, Viego's return saga continues with a gloomy Yordle and Sentinel of Light, plus the latest on VGUs. So we can get into it, and hopefully this will be good. So from my knowledge, the Riot said at the beginning of the year, obviously Viego came out, and there would be at least 2 other champions related to his story. So one of those is Gwen, and one of them is this gloomy Yordle. Now what I don't know is this a separation? Is the gloomy Yordle a Sentinel of Light? Or those 2 different champs? I don't know. But it should hopefully be clear here. So, it's been a while since the last roadmap where we officially kicked off the return of the Ruined King. While we don't have a ton of new information to share at this moment, we do have a lot of updates on things we announced at the beginning of the year. That would be cool. In January, we said that the next 3 champs after Viego... Oh, 3, not 2. 3 champions are linked to him. So Gwen is the first, and there are 2 others. Wow, so 4 champions all to do with the Ruined King. And let's be honest, one of them is the Yordle, and then it has to be his wife, right? His wife, Isolode, or whatever her name is, she has to be coming to League, so maybe she's the Sentinel of Light? I don't know. But her future remains a mystery. So Gwen, she definitely has a role to play in this Twisted Tale, but what exactly that is remains unknown for now. So there is some Ruined Kingness happening, but enough about Viego and Gwen and the encroaching doom. Let's go on our wacky detour to Dr. Mundo's VGU. Then we'll get into the next 2 champs, including an update on the Gloomy Mage's release timing. That'll be good. And then we'll take a stop at Udir's VGU that we all chose at the beginning in the vote. So the the Mundo. And I will be honest, I'm surprised this hasn't been launched already. I got the impression that he'd be out by now with the update, but apparently not. But it's been a while. It's been a bit since the Mundo dev. I can finally say we're pretty close to releasing the Madman of Zorn. Thanks for everyone's patience. Man, this champion has a lot of skins. Oh, so that might be the delay, has actually been updating all of the skins. And that's the problem with picking an old champion. Mundo's got, what, like 7, 8 skins maybe? That actually takes a lot of time to update. And then, So first off, we wanted to share some Mundo's new voice lines. Mundo's new voiceover comes across as a shade or 2 smarter than the current Mundo. It's basically impossible for that not to be the case, since live Mundo's lines don't even acknowledge the fact that he's a doctor, let alone his reasoning. And, do remind everybody, he is a parody of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, like Hulk. For those that don't know, the Incredible Hulk from Marvel is also kind of in the vein of the original character, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He's a doctor that has made the serum that brings out the worst, Mr. Hyde. So that's what Mundo is. I don't know if they're going to play on that a bit more. They've said, oh, he is actually a doctor. Are they going to have the separation of the doctor and the monster? I don't think so. I think they'll probably keep with him just being Dr. Mundo as, like, the monster as a whole, or, like, a join between both of them. Because obviously, like, in Marvel, you have Bruce Banner as the doctor, and you have the Hulk as the monster. But then in modern-day Marvel, spoilers, you obviously have the combination of the 2 with Smart Hulk. So that's kind of what Mundo might now be, which is cool. We want to perceive Mundo's dark, yet extremely comical, and yet dumb personality, and his VO is an important part of that. Oh, so we're actually going to play these. These might be loud, and by the way, excuse that the air conditioning is on. It's very warm in my room, so we can play these.
No worry, me, doctor! Dear Medical Journal, Mundo attempt brain transplant on Mundo today. Me think it go good.
I like it. Honestly, yeah, because like they said, he didn't even acknowledge he was a doctor. And when the character is inspired by a doctor character, Dr. Jekyll, like, it is kind of cool that he is a doctor, and he kind of now make references to that. So, thumbs up by me, that's awesome. Another thing we thought would be cool to share as official launch is his final Rageborn Mundo splash art. So here it is. So there is the new look, and obviously that's not base Mundo. This is one of his skins, Rageborn. But that looks sick. That looks really good. So yeah, big thumbs up by me. And then finally, we're currently putting a bit of lost polish to his legendary skin, Corporate Mundo. We want to make sure that this skin hits the quality bar and expectations for a modern legendary skin. The team is having a blast working on it, as you can see by this fun animation. Oh, we can see an animation. Here we go. So he's got a suit. He's got a watch. He's got a sports car. Why does he have a sports car? Oh my god. Yes. Thumbs up from me. That's his probably base animation, is getting in a car, or maybe that's his sprint. Maybe that would be his sprint. Is when he has his sprint from base, he's in a little sports car. That's fantastic. Hell yeah, dude. I'm up with that. And then finally, we got some more as well. Corporate Mundo voice lines.
Mundo smash sales record. Invisible hand of free market, great guy. Firm grip and not real.
Oh, this is great. Hell yeah. Thumbs up by me. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be interesting to see. Presumably they're keeping him as a top laner, maybe with a bit of jungling as well. But hell yeah, that would be awesome. So he should be around the corner pretty soon. But now let's get on to the first new champion that'll be coming next, I believe. And this is the upcoming, I think, AD carry. So yeah, this is... I talked briefly about the charming new Sentinel of Light that will swing onto the Rift this summer. So now there's a lot more to grapple with. So obviously, you can see right here and with what they're saying, the champion's got some type of grapple or swing mechanic. Don't exactly know how that would work in League. Like, obviously, like Nautilus can hook and he drags himself to environment. Can this champion actually swing off environments? Can it, like... You know, like in League, there's technically different levels of terrain. You have the river, and then you have the bits above the river. Could this champion swing up there? That would be cool. But yeah, okay. So our goal with this champ was to create a marksman. So yes, it is a marksman that would primarily be played mid lane. Oh. While champions like Lucian, Corki, Tristana have seen play mid, none of them feel like they were made specifically for that position. So this is what I've always said. An AD carry that plays mid... You're taking them in a position that you are technically taking them to die, kinda, because assassins and mages are designed to kill AD carries. So a lot of the time, especially with like Lucian and Tristana, they have to try and get really ahead in the early game. They take Ignite, they go all in at level 2, they have to try and snowball the game, otherwise they're going to struggle later. If they're going to build an AD carry from the beginning, but with the idea that it's a mid laner, not a bot lane pick, they will most likely have a survivability mechanic for a AD carry that is good for mid lane. So that actually makes quite a big difference. So that's interesting to me. So with traits that you often see with the champions, like intentionally designed roaming patterns and dueling focus. That literally is what I'm saying. Like AD carries like Triss or Lucian, they're not designed to be a mid. They're not really designed to roam because they want to stay and farm for late game. They're not really designed to survive duels against an assassin because they're an AD carry. That's meant to go bot and has a support that protects them. This is an AD carry that's designed for mid. So we felt a marksman designed for mid would both add a unique champion to the roster and could also be pretty appealing to a lot of mid lane assassin and skirmish players. This looks good to me. Like, honestly, hell yeah. I've always liked I like AD carries. They're actually one of my favorite type of champion. I've just never liked the mid for the reason that I've said. But an AD carry that's designed to go mid is a different story. That could be really cool. And then things are looking pretty bleak for Senna and Lucian right now, but maybe some new Sentinels can revive their hopes. So this is, again, he or she is in the story of Viego, so they're obviously against Viego. This is a Sentinel for Light against Viego, who is the Prince of Darkness or whatever. So this is a ally to Senna and Lucian. So uses light weapons and stuff. So that's really cool. So they'll have some type of swing mechanic that's also an AD carry with a grapple. That's cool. So life can be so vexing. And by the way, there's a bit of artwork that I guess goes with this champion. And there's obviously the grapple and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. And then this is, I guess, the other one, maybe? Yeah, here we go. So yes, it can be a video game, blah, blah, blah. Last we chatted, the new mid lane mage was scheduled to release ahead of the marksman. Since then, we've decided our gloomy new Yordle needed a bit more time in development as we needed to create some new tech to visibly sell her source of power. Ooh. Also, her gameplay kit developed. She's moved away from being an artillery mage to now a closer to a classic mage. She still gets annoyed as hell and hyperactive. She still gets annoyed as hell with hyperactive champions dashing all around her. That hasn't changed one bit. It's enough to make her get serious and start clobbering all life forms full of irritating happiness dashing around her like pesky flies. Even with the delay, this champion still has a big part of the play of the Viego story, so expect to see her cast a shadow across Runeterra a few months before she finally decides to get out of bed begrudgingly and deal with the colours of the Summon's Rift. So she's like a goth. She's like a goth that's like, screw these, you know, happy champions like Lulu that's jumping around and being exciting. I presume this champion might have some form of good CC because they've said she's fed up of people like hyperactive and stuff. So if she's like, she might have abilities like stop, like just stop in place, stop moving. So that would be kind of cool. Again, they have moved her from an artillery mage to a classic mage. You know, the pessimist in me, the reason why I would presume that would be is because artillery mages have sucked in Season 11, so they'd be arguably making a not very popular pick straight away. Because, again, lifesteal is pretty strong still. Sorry for the noise you can hear outside. We have some construction going on. But, yeah, you know, where have you seen, like, Xerath is getting a big buff in the upcoming patch, but, like, there's been really no Xerath or Ziggs, and artillery mages have kind of fallen off. It's become about burst. So for me, I wouldn't be surprised as like, guys, artillery mages aren't great right now. Do we really want to make a champion that's artillery? No, let's make a classic mage that probably does burst, because that's what a classic mage does now. So that's probably what I would say. I would imagine they've changed it because of that. Which also means that, you know, new champions can sometimes change the meta. If it was an artillery mage, it could have brung back the artillery meta properly. If they're changing her focus away from artillery, then they ain't looking to bring back artillery meta. So that's something that you can kind of read into. And there you go. That is like a little glimpse of her. So maybe like a gloomy Kennen kind of Yordle. Has the ears of Kennen, but big eyes. Like very Kennen-esque. So might have a similarity to Kennen. And then finally, Udyr. So these are just concepts. But yeah, so we won't be getting Udyr anytime this year, by the way. We might get more, like, you know, they haven't got enough content to fill in an entire blog, but we'll have one in the coming months. We won't be getting Udyr in 2021. The VGU is Mundo this year, and then after that is Udyr. They're doing like one per year, which is, well, one voted one per year, I guess. And yeah, these are some of the concepts of the new Udyr. So, you know, it depends what way they're going to go. So Warrior Shaman, Mountain Brawler, Wild Druid, the Untamed, MMA Shaman, that's cool, and Deity Invoker. So of these, for me personally, I would say Wild Druid and Deity Invoker would be the most interesting to me of just how they look. I am interested of how they're going to modernize Udyr. Like, are they going to keep the 4 stance thing? Like, in my head, the way you modernize Udyr is not have the 4 stances. You have, like, a Nidalee, that you have, like, an on and off thing that he becomes something else with a different kit. So he has his human form that has QWE, and then his ultimate is he transforms into something, and then that changes his abilities. And who knows, maybe you could do it. I don't know if it's too complicated. Be like Kiana, depending where he transforms into a different thing. So if he transforms near a wall, he transforms into the bear, because that's kind of tanky. If he goes into a bush, he becomes the tiger. If he transforms into the river, he becomes the turtle. Like, that could be maybe interesting, but obviously that would make the champion quite situational in where he's fighting. But that could be interesting to me. That's actually, I would say, I just made that up right now. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. I'm just saying. Riot, you can take that. Feel free. And then there's Udyr, and then that's all for today. We should have a lot more to share after we start ramping down Viego Saga, and after going through such a grim story, what else is to do to next leg of the year head on. Get ready for a new marksman bot lane this time that will give you an electrifying glimpse into Runeterra's most tenacious regions, one that never knows when to quit. So they're just saying that after Viego's champions are done, they're going to kind of probably move into out of the gloominess of the Shadow Isles and kind of exciting. And the next champion after Viego Saga is a new AD carry that is bot lane focused and is electric And if, you know, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know lore that much, but this probably looks like Piltover or Zorn technology, you know? So that would be kind of cool. But there we go, everybody. There is a champion roadmap update. Pretty cool. Again, not a bad amount of information. Let me know what you guys think. Like, the Mundo stuff looks pretty good to me. Like, I'm not going to lie, that looks really cool. The new AD carry, there's a mid lane focused AD carry. That sounds also quite interesting. And yeah, the mage that's been changed from artillery to a normal mage. I don't know, kind of interesting as well. So that's going to be it. Feel free to like it. Let me know your thoughts down below. You can let me know what your Udyr concepts is your favorite if you want. But throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.